See the Fort, what's up? Ed Fisher, what's up? Stay cryptic, welcome back. Okay, hang tight. Okay, listen. If it goes again, don't cut it off. Let me cut it off because it won't save it.
Okay.
So we didn't save any of that because you ended it.
I didn't end it.
You didn't end it. So okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. It just bombed out. I don't know.
It did. It did. Okay. So we're good now. All right. So we were talking about blue and blue 2.
I see my buddy said something there. He's just razzing you.
Who?
Yeah.
Fisher
Yeah.
Farm.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So give us a tour. So how big
All
is
right,
the current shop?
So it's this room is like 50 by 55, and I don't know. So the whole building's 4,000 feet.
Okay.
And I got this room, which is kind of half automotive at this point, and half woodworking.
Right.
And then I got a finishing side. So I got tables laid out where I can do a bunch of work. I have the building set up so I can basically shuffle everything as needed.
Right.
So if we go over here, there's the other side.
So okay,
I don't have anything going at. Go ahead.
So with the Volkswagens, how much are you going to build those out? Are you going to convert those into living spaces, or just so you can drive in them?
Well, the one that I've had forever has a bed. You can travel in it. But no, we're going to be a 2 Vanagon family.
Okay.
So the bed's down. I was moving something the other day, and it's still down. I got a lift in the shop. This is the lounge over here. We do yoga and stuff in the shop here.
Very nice.
I've learned that if I want to keep doing what I do, I've got to stretch more than you think any human should stretch.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight, and I got a hernia fixed, and just been riding bike and doing yoga and working, and now I can do things again.
So you feel better biking now?
Oh, the biking's great up here. Yeah. Since I conveniently live in the middle of nowhere, there's nobody out here, and there's just roads and mountains, and it's kind of just the best ever. I mean, I grew up biking, but this is just phenomenal. I'm shocked nobody's out here, but.
You say it's electric. Do you use mostly electric, or do you pedal?
Oh, you pedal your ass off, yeah. So the way an e-bike works is it'll assist you, right? So it's not doing the work for you. It's just kind of smoothing everything out. Now, you are going faster and further, but you're still working just as hard as you can or want to, and you're just not getting injured. You're not overtaxing yourself. I'm climbing mountains and stuff, but I'm not wrecking myself,
Okay.
But sure, if you wanted to motor around, you could just motor around, but that's not what I use it for,
Yeah, because here, the delivery guys, forget about it. They're zooming in and out of traffic, up and down the street. They're flying.
Yeah. Well, it's all flat there, too. I mean.
Right. And they ain't pedaling either.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that could really change some things through the city, but maybe, yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of varieties of them. I added a motor to an old bike that I had, but I've been going all up into game lands and wilderness, and I feel confident enough that I can make it anywhere and back again,
Okay. What's your top speed on an e-bike?
50.
Woo.
That's coming down the mountain, just coasting though.
Son,
That's
son. Oh my,
that's no motor. That's no motor.
that's just straight gravity.
That's sitting up, slowing down. There's a big mountain here. Yeah, yeah. But no, typically like I can pedal up to like 32, 3. I can like pedal up to that.
With the e-bike.
Well, I mean that's just like the most I can get out of my speed, Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But usually I cruise around 20, 20 miles an hour, 25, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. But and Nicole said it correctly. It's a motorbike. You don't think 50 is dangerous going down a hill?
But yeah, no, it is what it is, Yeah. Oh, I didn't say it wasn't dangerous. It's a short, fun ride down the hill, and I've gotten a little used to it, sure.
Yeah, going 50 miles an hour will make most things short. That's fact.
You should, yeah. Listen, sure.
No, I'm just talking. I'm not judging you. I'm just.
Yeah. Well, you asked me how fast I've gone. I was honest. I don't do it every day. I've done it a few times. It's fun, but I was just checking to see what I could do. Listen, I wasn't in a tuck. I'm sure if I tucked, I could go 65.
Do you wear a helmet?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Before I didn't wear a helmet. Most of my life,
either, but I do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I actually cracked my head open as a kid without a helmet on, so I know the perils of life.
Yeah. No,
I woke up in the hospital.
Yep. Yeah. I rode a lot as well, and I never got into any accidents, and I never wore a helmet. But I was watching TV one day, and it was talking about a guy who's a rider with no helmet, and he cracked open his face, like open.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, I cracked like up here as a kid. It was right after we got to Pennsylvania. I'd never seen the hill of my life being from Florida, so I had my old Schwinn banana seat, red one, I was no handing it down the road, and I woke up in the hospital.
Yeah, it's and it's instant.
Pothole and done
It happens too fast to fix it.
And that's why I said I got hurt a lot as a kid, so I knew the perils. But I do really enjoy getting on the bike, and it's gotten me in shape, and I got to do something, Getting old is not. I see what happens to everybody as they get old. It doesn't look lovely, so at what point are you going to try?
I'm with you. That's why I ride. What's next for you?
Yeah, I mean, I really want to. I think ultimately, like, I'm going to start getting into like some interiors of vehicles and things. I think ultimately I want to try and build out some vans for living and stuff. It's perfect. I've got a lift here. I've got a wood shop right next to it.
You know how to do it?
Engineering's kind of like my kick, and I think that's the direction I'm headed. I've been traveling to Philly for 16 years, and I still do it. But over the next how many years, I'll probably start living closer to home here. There's a lot of people moving to the country, man. There's a lot of work out here. So.
All right, cool. There's a guy in California who builds out vans, and he's going to come on. I don't know when, next couple of months. But he has a big whole shop to build out vans.
Who's that?
I'll find out and send it to you. But he's.
I follow a lot of these people. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. You know what? Go #mass shop tour.
Okay.
And he's one of the guys.
In that stuff.
Yeah, he's one of the guys with the old machines. He's in California. He had a couple of Yates. I think he has a big Yates table saw. That he drove to Michigan from Southern California to get.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's a hell of a haul.
yeah. But you know, that's what we do. We're crazy. We, you know, it's what we do is not that right. Shane Digmon is his name.
Okay, cool. I'll look it up. Yeah, I haven't really gotten any big tools lately. You know, for a while there, I was kind of tooling up for 2 people or 3 people to be in the shop here, but I just do it by myself anymore. So I've actually been able to pare down a little bit, and you know, everything's more portable these days. I rely on batteries more and stuff like that. You know, how's your shop going? I mean, you haven't been in there all that long, have you? A couple of years?
3.
3 now? Okay. Yeah, time flies.
Yeah, it's right about 3, right after the fire.
Yeah.
My
I mean, I think our shops were about the same size, right?
yeah,
5,000 feet or something?
yep, 5,000 square feet.
Yeah.
What I'm about to embark on is moving my yard.
That's what I saw you mention, and my heart goes out to you, man. I didn't realize when I moved like to this building, I didn't realize how much that was gonna hurt. It wasn't just the move's the easy part. It was like you got to pick how everything goes, and you don't really know how it needs to go until you use it, and everything's large, and it's just like you either got to be right the first time or willing to change things, and it was harder than I thought it was.
Yeah, and if you start working, you get in production, and you got jobs, you can't stop and change it.
Exactly. Sooner and change things the first few years, but I didn't and waited too long. But now I've got this building nicely set up. But it took me a few years till I really understood the best way for me to do it and all.
I'm with you. It's
yeah.
my shop, my yard. I was looking at some aerial photos of it, and I'm like, I need a lot more space than I thought on the move.
Wow.
And
you were all the way in the back there.
Yeah. I'm literally.
It looked piled high when I saw it like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So there's more of that. And
which is how we met. I came out on like the coldest damn day of the year to your yard.
Yeah, I remember that. It was freezing.
It was like 1 degree out or something.
It was so cold.
I was worried the diesel truck was going to freeze over.
And you were like, I want to look around. I'm like, what? I drove from PA. Yeah, we got in there. I don't know what your impression of me was, but I was on the hunt for something I needed to find, and yeah,
you just got to go sometimes,
Yeah, and you went in there and you found it.
It turned out it was right by the front, but not after walking through everything that I found. I was like, oh. I was like done, and there it was.
Yeah,
that was cool, man.
Yeah.
So where are you headed? Do you have a space or?
Yeah, there's a place up in Dover, about 60 miles up north.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's beautiful. It's not in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
It's a real legitimate business space. So it's going to allow me to do what I need to do to run a business and not do what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
are you shuffling?
Yes. I'll be able to stretch out. I'll be able to organize. I'll be able to plan. Inevitably, I'll be able to make more money because I can move more product.
Yeah. How's the big saw working out?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Got a big track, and I think when I move, I have a 50-foot track. I may make the next track bigger.
Where are you at in this room? Where are you at now? Are you
This is the showroom of my shop.
Okay, I guess I saw you tour it a while back. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I've done when we moved in here, it was a box, and it took me a year to make it. And it was one
Wow.
of those things where I kept telling myself, I need to do it, I need to do it. Because people will come in and they always want to know, do you have anything finished? Can we see anything finished?
Yeah.
And as soon as I built it, immediately, it changed.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to charge more and answer less questions because it was there.
People knew who you were more and trusted you more and stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
You're right. It built confidence.
Mm-hmm. They stop asking to see your pictures and you know, move on to like they show up and they kind of know who you are.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Yeah, I've been through it all. You know, I just went. You know, I tried like working with people and all, but I like working. I don't really want to be a boss. I determined after all these years, and I just like building. You know, and I pick what I want to do. I mean, not that I'm picky, but you know, if I don't want to do something, I don't do it. You know, it's not.
There are bad jobs.
Absolutely, and you know, that can, you know, be defeating to someone. So
It is,
yeah.
especially if it takes the person you're paying a lot longer to do it than it actually takes.
Yeah, yeah. or you're teaching them and they mess up and you have to clean up their mistakes. And then you're like, I'm still paying you. Like, shouldn't you be paying me? I always said if I took on one more person, I would treat it more like school, and I would charge you a tuition, and
Yep.
I'll teach you how to do this over the course of a year, and then you can go out and have your own business. I don't know, but like
Yep.
people pay for school all the time. I don't know why I should pay you to teach you, other than you want me to. But
and they will take it more serious.
I think you would wind up with a more qualified, eager individual. I mean, I don't know, but I just don't even go there anymore. I figure my kids are growing up eventually, and they'll either want to or not. And I just want to help facilitate, like having this space here allows me, as the kids get older, to indulge what they're into, and sure, it's a business, but it's my business, you know, and not what someone's telling me to do. So,
Right. If there's anything you could change about it or do over, what would that be?
man, you know, of the shop here, or like life in general.
Yeah, the business.
I wish I'd bought this place. You know, I could have bought this place, and there's another 130-foot building down below here. I'd be renting that out right now. You know, and that would just chug everything along just perfect. But I was being too nice because it was my neighbors at the time, and it was just weird, messed up. You know, I moved into this area. I'm not from here, and I was trying to be like nice to people, and I wish I would have been less nice.
Yeah, because if it's up for sale, he ain't your neighbor anymore.
I know, but the bank bought it back. Yeah, I just could have gone about it differently, and you know, I learned to trust myself better over the years. I guess trusting yourself more earlier on, that would be what I would change.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably right.
Yeah.
So, I think we've covered it.
Sounds good to me, man. What do you got on deck the rest of the day?
Spray booth, as you said. I need to fix mine. The screens came in and they're the wrong size.
Mm-hmm.
I have some that are the right size. So I'm just going to attach them. I'm going to blow out, clean them, cut them, make them fit, put it back in the slot, check it, and make sure it works.
So you have are you venting outside? What do you guys spray these days? I remember last time I seen you, you were like finishing in the greenhouse and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm finishing my shop.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's great, you know. Yeah, by having the other side here where I spray, it's just been a blessing, you know.
Yeah, and to me, spraying is just so much better than oil.
Yeah, oil's great, but it's just so slow, and you know, so slow.
It is. It is very slow.
People don't understand how slow that is, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I wish you well, Robert, and this
My
has been
pleasure,
fun.
brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, and have a great evening. Wait a second.
You too.
This was supposed to. What is significant about today, other than you talking to me? This was supposed to be close to a special day for you.
It is?
I thought you mentioned that.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, because before when we were talking about dates, you said this date was good for you because there was something else that was close to it.
Oh, I mean, it could have been my daughter's birthday. I don't. You mean like months ago we were talking?
Months
Yeah,
ago.
Yeah.
When's your daughter's birthday?
It was August 5th, you know.
Okay. No, you said something about this date. You figured out and text me.
I know what. I had to see a dermatologist. I had this dermatologist appointment where they cut this. Do you go see a dermatologist? I see. I've had melanoma. So like, when you've had, that's what this is. Where is it here? You know, it's not a knife fight. When you've had melanoma, they like pay close attention to your skin. You know. And I had something pulled off last week, and it was a appointment that I made, and you know, I hate to change those things.
It may have been, it may not. Okay, let me ask you. Is that usually something black people get?
Melanoma?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, I had it so young. I don't think so, but like, you know, I think it's one of those things that can just affect anybody, young, old, black, white. You know, I think, like, for me, I'd gotten burned in my face here by antifreeze. And then years later, I wound up with a melanoma. So it can happen to, like, trauma or sun damage or anything. Like,
got it. Okay.
You know, so, but it's one of those that'll kill you, you know, if you don't do anything about it. So and once you've had it, you know, you're like in their clinic of, they want to check things, you know.
Yeah, and see how it progresses.
Well, other things, you know, they're like, ooh, what's this? Let's cut it off of you, you know. You're like, all right. I mean, I'm like having a conversation with a guy while he's slicing my leg open. You know?
Yeah, he's looking for work.
That's not the, you know, I've talked to surgeons while they cut me, yes. You know, it's really weird.
And
so.
it's been, they've given you shots so you don't feel it, right?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Well, you can feel them like pulling on you, you know,
right.
like you feel it, you know, the guy, like, what were we talking about? The guy had, like, his father had a timber plot, you know, up in Ohio. And we're just talking about logging and timbering. You know, this guy's like slicing my leg wide open. You're just like, okay. I remember when this thing was being cut off of me, you know, I'm laying on this table and they start cutting and it's making a noise like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, they're like, oh, it's okay. It's just like burning you as we cut you, you know. I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And then years ago, I cut my hand on a table saw and I cut 2 tendons in my one finger. And the guy operated on me right in the emergency room, like tucked his tie in his shirt and stitched my tendons back together. And when he had my finger peeled wide open, he goes, hey, do you want to see your tendon? And I go, sure. You know, I've had a weird morning already. I might as well. You know, the guy just asked me. I look over and he's got my finger filleted wide open. And he goes, see, it's like a ribbon and it's shiny. And you can see where I lengthened it. And I was like, oh, man. And, you know, about 10 minutes later, he's working on the other one. And he goes, hey, you want to see this one too? And I'm just like, I'm all right. You know? One was enough, Doc. You know?
Right. Yeah, so, that can be pretty disturbing.
So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, anyway, you know, I could go all day about stupid stuff, but this has been fun, and I'm glad, you know, I got to talk to you again.
Absolutely. It's an absolute pleasure, my brother.
I'm sure I'll see you in your new yard someday.
Yes, God willing.
I'm the guy creeping around, right? Where's those logs?
Right.
All right.
And you didn't even call or nothing. You just literally showed up.
We texted and shit.
Did we?
Yeah, we were like.
No, yes. I didn't realize how far you had come.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew, I said it, but I'm not like I don't hound anybody, so.
It's all good.
You were busy. You showed up. I was grateful.
Yep. We worked it out.
You hooked me up, man. I was real happy that day. It was good.
Good.
Thanks, man.
All right, my brother. Thank you again.
All right. Take care.
Have a good one.
You too.